Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Shantae. I'm your host Shadow HB3 and I'm ready to entertain. In the last episode, after losing all the Twinkle Stones, we went ahead and delayed saving the world by collecting all the remaining items that we needed to in terms of heart holders, baby warp squids, and transformation talismans. And in this episode, we are going to spend all this episode collecting the final collectible in this game, which would be the 12 fireflies, the item I decided to hold off collecting anyways until it was near the very end. So we're going to go ahead and do that all in this episode, collect all 12 fireflies. So let's get started. Now, I'm sure like you already all are aware, they're only able to be located at nighttime. So we're going to be trying to get through these areas as much as we can, but I'm going to try to use the harpy to try to cover as much ground as I can. And of course, the other thing we're going to have working against us, however, in this instance, even though I'm going to try to collect them in a counterclockwise motion here, is the fact that we're only going to be able to collect these guys at night. So that means that we're going to need to... I'm already taking hits already. This is not good. But as we find our first one, which you don't really need any transformation to be able to get. So there you go. Just like that, we have one. But yeah, I mean, the other thing we have working against us is that, I mean, it only stays nighttime for a certain amount of time. So once it turns into day, then obviously we won't be able to collect them. So what I'll probably do in that instance, because I gotta stop getting hit by bats. I should probably fly higher. Oh, and then just like that, we're already at the very end here. So I'm probably going to try to save as much time as I can by, trying to keep it at nighttime if at all possible. If it gets to daytime, then what I'll end up having to do in all likelihood is maybe going to the zombie caravan, get it to nighttime, and then come back to where we need to go. No, I did not mean to climb up the ladder. Why would you do that, Shantae? Why? You're just wasting all that ample time while it's nighttime to collect these fireflies. Okay, so the first one, as you saw, was in Scarecrow Forest. The next one we're going to collect is in the Waterfall Lake. There's two we can actually collect. The first one, of course, is one that I'm sure you all already are aware we've seen before quite a few times. So this one will be pretty recognizable once we get there. If you're not aware what it is, it's the firefly that when you enter through Waterfall Lake for the first time, you actually are able to, you actually come across, but you can't get it because there's a platform that you're right underneath, and so you can't get it. So let me quickly transform into the heart before I get hit by these snakes. Wow, I'm surprised I avoided it. But yeah, you really typically would use the spider to get up here, but the spider just goes so slow, and thankfully I didn't fly up too high. Got there in time. So yeah, you would use the spider typically here, but of course with the harpy, you can bypass having to use a spider, which it's okay. It climbs pretty slow anyway, so why climb when you can fly? So that's one, and then the final one we'll need to collect is actually going to be in the hidden area of the Waterfall Lake, and so I'm going to hopefully get there before it turns to day, but we'll just see if I can get there in time. But oops, flew too low. Actually, that's okay. We're good. Yeah, I was afraid it was going to be night or daytime beforehand. So let me take out these frogfish. Maybe they can give me a heart. Okay, never mind. Alrighty, well, because it's daytime, obviously I can't collect the firefly right now, and even though I could ideally go ahead and teleport back to the zombie caravan, maybe make it nighttime, I think I'll just probably wait it out a little bit here. So I'll meet you guys on the other side at the Waterfall Lake once it's turned to nighttime again, and we'll collect the other firefly that's here but not here in the set. So I'll see you guys there in just a moment. Alrighty guys, here we are, we're back. So this is the hidden area of Waterfall Lake, and in order to get this next this next firefly, ideally you could use the monkey here, and that's what I'm going to try to do, but I mean, I probably should use the harpy. Okay, here we go. Had to climb a little low, but get up here, either with the monkey or the harpy. Find firefly number 3. Yeah, firefly number 3. So we're done here. Done with Waterfall Lake. Let's climb on down. Next, we will need to go to the Rainstorm River, which is where our next one is going to be. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not sure, because I mean, we'll take this. Actually, you know what? This is fine. We're going to be in the Snail Wasteland, but there's one in here anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to fly to the left because I need to go back to Rainstorm River anyway. But let's see if we can, because I know there is a firefly actually a little bit further where we needed to go, but we need to fly back through Rainstorm River first. I'm going to try to, even though I've taken a lot of hits already, just try to get through this as fast as possible. I'm going to try to be as careful as I can, and I say that and I get hit, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Actually, while I was waiting for it to be nighttime, I was busy trying to grind out heart points, but didn't help, although I got some back there, thankfully. Alright, so here's the firefly here in Rainstorm River. And hopefully those little rock creatures don't hit me, but thankfully they didn't. So, let's fly back to the Snail Wasteland, and I'm going to hopefully get there in decent time. If I can make good on time here. Keep running into these Reapers, you know. Probably what I may need to do at some point is I'm going to need, and actually not what I will eventually need to do, because I will have to do it, is get to a town and maybe heal myself up so that way I can, you know, have more health to work with going forward. But yeah, I'm going to fly up here for a little bit and see if maybe there's a, because there's a platform that you can actually fly up to, or you either fly up to as the harpy, or you can use the monkey and the spider, combination of the two, get up here. And okay, well, I was going to come up here and ram this stone and get it out of the way, but I don't even know if this is it or not. Is this it? Hold on. We got time to kill, so if I can do the right transformation, I want the elephant. Maybe I should have just used the Tinker Bat in this instance. Okay. Can you break this? Yeah, you break this. And I think this is actually... Let me make sure I remember where this goes. Is this to a room that I'm already familiar with? Actually, I don't even know if we've been here yet. Now, I know you can't find fireflies in here. So this is probably going to be a waste of time doing this. What does this lead to? I have to remind myself. Okay, that leads to Ghost Forest. Duh, I should have known. Okay, yeah, I just wasted time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to back to here when it's nighttime, and we'll resume collecting the fireflies. I figured that was a path to somewhere. I just couldn't remember for the life of me where. So I'll see you guys back inside at the Snail Wasteland at nighttime, and we'll continue on with collecting our fireflies. Okay, guys. Well, if you couldn't tell, as I completely went too far off the screen, so I was too far anyways. Wouldn't you know it? Okay, so yeah, I went too far, but no, what I was going to say is I obviously could not, for whatever reason, pull off the dance to get to the zombie caravan. I think it's just something up with my controls, the way how things are set up, so kind of discouraging to me, but in any case, not going to worry about that now. Let's just go ahead and see if we can find this final firefly, which is supposed to be up here. Yeah, it's right there. I don't know how I could have easily missed it beforehand, but yeah, I really need to heal because I'm taking all this unnecessary damage trying to get through here. I'm probably going to end up dying here, so. But that takes care of the Snail Wasteland, so now what we'll need to do is collect the fireflies that are located inside the Ghost Forest, and there's 2 of them as well here too, and they're actually both in the same area. So I'm going to fly over Zombie Swamp, and thankfully I don't have to worry about any kind of aerial enemies getting me here, so it shouldn't be a problem. Actually, as far as I know, I should be okay until I get, to the parts where I'll need to actually come down and climb over or get to where I need to get to. But yeah, you'll see here in a moment when we get to Ghost Forest that there are two of them here. One thing I am worried about is if we get today and I end up missing collecting one or both, that I'm going to have to get up to where I need to go again. But okay, so carefully, if we fly up here, there should be a place where there's a wall eventually. So many ghosts here. I'm like so nervous if I go too fast. Okay, so yeah, where this wall is, fly up and you'll find a firefly right here. So that should be number 6. And then let's see, that's 1, and then we're going to eventually find another one later on here as well too, which I believe it's at the very end, if I remember correctly, but I'm going to try to go through as carefully as I can so that way I don't run into them. Well, it doesn't necessarily matter now because it's daytime, so I'm going to try to get through to where we need to go. Actually, you know what? I need to heal up really bad. I'm going to try to see if I can get to the zombie caravan and heal up, so I'll be right back, and wish me luck that I can actually pull this off. Alright, here we go, guys. Back to nighttime. I took a little bit of damage along the way, but as you can tell, I executed the dance successfully. So there was an area here that I ended up missing initially when we entered here. So if you want to, of course, not exit out of Ghost Forest, but yeah, the first place that I actually was supposed to go was up here. So if you fly up right here, you'll find the firefly as well. This one you need the harpy to find. The other one you could have used the monkey form if you want, if you so desired, but I love flying, so I just couldn't help myself. So that takes care of Ghost Forest. So we have 5 more fireflies left to find, and I think the others will be relatively, I mean, I already know where they all are at, but as far as in terms of difficulty and trying to get, I don't think they won't be as bad to get. So let me just get to the top here and try to avoid as many of these ghosts as I can, even though they just are like everywhere. But then again, this is called Ghost Forest, so I shouldn't be surprised. Alright, so at Archer Forest, there's going to be a massive pit that if you already all saw, I'm sure. I may not have shown it right away, but we're gonna find a firefly that's gonna be over some pillars here once we get there shortly. Can't remember if it's here. No, it's obviously not here. Otherwise, I would have seen it. As I just kind of ignore things. Okay, so here's the massive pit that if you don't have a harpy or spider, you can't cross. And up here is where you find the firefly. So we got that taken care of here, and then thankfully, I was hoping to hit that archer, but I failed, but that's okay. Alright, so now, thankfully, we are here in Mount Pointy. I'm going to hopefully be able to have enough time to get one more firefly, which is on this side of the mountain. If I can get there in time. It's going to be near where the... Oh, come on, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, so get to where the save guy is and avoid getting hit by spikes if you can. It's going to be close. Okay, yeah, so fly up here where the save guy statue is. The save statue, I should call it, even though it looks like a guy. But then fly up there, be able to find a firefly right there. So there you go. That's number 9, and then we just have 3 more left to find, and we're going to have to wait until it turns into nighttime in order to find them. Which I think we can possibly reset the day-night system if we go inside Twinkle Palace. I'm going to try it out and see if we can. Nothing else. Maybe I can get myself some health if I can reach there. Let me do that real fast and see if I can at least get myself some health. We may be able to reset the day-night system. I don't know. It's worth a shot. Oh, yes. Will we? If not, I'm going to come back through here and I'm going to reset my heart points. Okay, not quite. But that's okay. Because I need to get to the point where we need to be to get to Eagle Wasteland anyway. So, let me get one more set of health here, a group of health. That'll tide me over here until we get done with this episode. So we're good to go. And rather than just change into the Harpy, because there's no other business I have here in Side Mount Pointy, I'm just going to change or stay as the monkey and make my way through, and hopefully I don't fall into any pits. Oh, okay, good. Alrighty. So now next we need to go to, of course, here we are in the Eagle Wasteland. This is where we need to find our next one. If I can get there. I'm going to try to see if we can get there at the time that it turns into night, so we'll just keep at it and hopefully we'll get there, but I'll show you all the location we need to get to here. It's a little bit tricky because it's kind of somewhat near the beginning if you're coming from the east side going west. I think this is the place you want to go to. You see that eagle slashing? Yeah, I think that was the area we needed to go to, so. And it's okay because we're going to need to go to the mud bog eventually anyways, too. So, yeah, let's fly up here. And I'll just, I believe this is where we need to go to. It's to get to this firefly, I think is in this patch. So I'll just kind of fast forward a little bit, and I will see you guys here at nighttime. Alrighty guys, yep, here we are at nighttime. Yep, this is where we need to go. Collect this firefly here for Eagle Wasteland, so let's collect it. Get firefly number 10, and we are down to our final 2. I'm not sure why I was saying that the way I did, but who cares? I know I don't, so let's go. To the mud bog we go. Now for this firefly, it's on the, I guess, if you're going west, there's going to be a climbable area, even though we're traveling east. We're not going to see it until we get to close to the end of where we need to go, so we'll just keep flying west, hopefully not run into a lot of these big flies, although I suspect that we will. And then I will show you all the area, the wall that I'm talking about, that when coming through here, since you'll be in all likelihood going, east to west the first time rather than what I'm doing here, then you'll see what I'm talking about here in a moment. I think it's this wall. Pretty sure it's this wall, so let's see. Oh, here, yep, it is this wall. So fly up here or climb up here if you have the monkey, and you'll be able to collect firefly number 11. So now we are just down to our final one, and we will be able to collect that in the Naga Wasteland. So what I'm going to do, since we're here at Oasis Town, I'm going to do a flip kick, and then I'm going to go inside Oasis Town and heal up real fast, just so I can at least give myself some health here. So we'll heal up, and then we'll just find the final firefly, and then we'll go back to Watertown and turn them all in and get our really cool special feature. So I decided to do an elbow dash out of fun, or I guess just for fun. I always have a habit, anyways, of holding down my run button so that way or my attack button, so I can be able to run as often as I want. So, alrighty. I think, yeah, I'm going to fly here. I'm going to try to fly through here. Try to get through this area as fast as I can, if at all possible. So, and I'm going to try to avoid these scorp gals, as well as these centipedes. But for some reason or another, whenever flying is a harpy, I don't know why, and I believe I mentioned this in the previous episode, it's the flapping animation, or not the flapping animation, but the flapping, like, I guess, control here. It's a little bit tricky, because obviously if you rapidly press the button, you'll fly higher, but if you kind of press it in, like, shorter stints, then it can kind of throw off the timing of when you're actually going to be hovering. And sometimes I find that I'll tap the fly button and I'll end up falling anyways, so it's kind of weird. But in any case, so once we get to the Naga Wasteland, there's going to be, I believe, a rocky area here, one more rocky area that you need to climb. I think it's here. Yeah, it's right here. You just fly up here and you're done. You collect the firefly, and just like that, we pause the game, and look, we have all 12 fireflies right now. So, you guys know what that means. We are ready for Watertown. Hopefully you guys understood where that was from. Now, I'm going to wait until I land in a safe place where I know Nagas will get to me, which I believe here's a good spot. And just as I get that, it's daytime, so only fitting that we finally collect the last one and it turns today. So let's go ahead and teleport to Watertown right now. It's been quite a while since I've actually gotten a dance to a particular town on the first try. I'm proud of myself. This is a good sign. Although I wish I could have been able to do this a little bit earlier, so then that way it wouldn't look silly. So now that we're in Watertown, let's go to the Firefly Shrine and finally be able to read this piece of paper and what looks like it's dim, but now as you can tell, the room is bright now that we have all 12 fireflies. So if you go up to this scroll, talk to it, and Shantae will be like, hey, I've got enough fireflies to light up these runes. So, just like that, we learn a new technique where that heart is, and she's going to explain to us, wow, I can use this dance to swap 10 gems for every empty heart that needs refilling. Very nice. Alright, and of course, fitting that, I mean, I've decided to take a bath, so I guess I could have just held off on doing so just to show what it looks like. But yeah, for all that trouble, now you have the ability to restore your health at any point as long as you have 10 gems to spare, and this may come very useful. I mean, obviously, the earlier you can collect the fireflies, then the better. But I mean, it'll be more useful so when we get to our final fight with Risky Boots, which we are going to definitely do in the next video, which is going to be the final video of this series, guys. I'm kind of sad that we're almost done here, but I mean, all good things have to come to an end at some point, so including adventures. But we've done what we needed to do here, so let's go ahead and just get ready for our final bout with Risky Boots in the next episode. So if you guys like what you saw here, please subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button, and when I see you all next time, we will finally locate Risky Boots' hideout and put a stop to her once and for all. Because she took our stones to begin with in the first place, since we worked so hard to collecting them. So we're going to give her a piece of our mind. And, you know, of course, put an end to her tyranny on the seas. So until next time, this is Shadow HB3 signing out, telling you guys, as always, to stay perky. I will see you all next time. A certain number of hits, although I don't exactly remember how many hits she does take. But yeah, you know what, just for fun. Just so I can at least make sure that the other items I have are for no use. I'm going to quickly equip one of them just for fun. Let's equip the pike ball real fast. Oops. Jeez. You would think after playing this game so many times I would know what I'm doing here. Alright, pike ball. Oh, and of course I use you right when you're flying